Yeah, so what we're going to want to do is basically create two parallel economies. In one economy, you have the communist marriage of government and monopolistic huge businesses that are effectively shutting down political, you know, dissent or whatever the word is, people that don't agree with their fucking dumbass viewpoint. And now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move on to a self-created new platform for free speech and standing for American values. We're going to have to stop contributing to, the big corporations, big tech, Amazon, these big businesses. We've got to get off their platforms as soon as possible. And just any small change that you could do is a good thing. So I'm just going to lay out some of the things that are going on right now and what we could do into the future. So number one cool thing that's happened in the past couple days is Gab. Gab has literally gotten 1 million new users a day. So we're talking about explosive growth, mass exodus from Twitter, Facebook, Parler, which was just hacked and all of the data information on there was leaked. Completely, massively illegal, but who cares, right? Because it's liberal, right? So they get away with whatever until they don't, and I can't wait for that fucking day. So get on Gab. Right now the servers are totally crashed because there's just so many new users, but like as soon as it opens up, get back on fucking Gab. Cancel your Amazon account, or just cancel your Amazon account. As soon as Gab's up, cancel your Facebook account, or just use it for business. Don't pay them a cent in ads. Don't pay Google a cent in ads. Get off of Google. Download the browser Brave or one of these encrypted browsers like Tor so they can't track you. Find an ISP that's based and open to free speech and isn't going to shut you down, because the next thing they're going to do is they're going to forward the list to the ISP, and anyone that's a Trump supporter is going to get taken off the fucking internet. They're going to get denied service, all this. Take your money out of big banks like TD or whatever these fucking gay banks are. Put it in a local community bank, and you have a better chance of having your money safer in a local community bank than you do some big corporate whore bank. In addition, you're going to want to have cash. So just in the event that they decide that you're not worthy, your social credit score is too low, you still have cash on hand so that you can still buy things. They also have a phone service that you can use that is not an Apple. I will never buy an Apple product or a Google product as long as I live. I will buy third-party products. I will install Linux. I will install other operating systems that have nothing to do with fucking Microsoft or Apple or any of these things. And what this is going to do is, once there's a clear path to get off the big tech grid, the Democrat plantation, is you're going to hit them where it hurts. You're going to hit them in the wallet. You're going to stop the transfer of wealth from you, the goyim, the cattle, over to our corporate, faggy overlords that just inherited this from their gay little cult where they rape kids and stuff. So you're going to be off that. You're not going to be contributing to that. And what that's going to do is that's going to remove a lot of their power. That's actually it's going to hit them. It's going to dramatically affect their sales. Twitter stock dropped, I think, 11% yesterday, which is great. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. I hope it all crashes. All their shit just crashes, and way worse. But for now, this is one thing you could do: economic warfare. Another thing is if you find someone that's doxing you, dox them right back. Dox them right back. The same claims that they launch against you about how you're a Trump supporter and you're a terrorist, you could just say the same thing about them. You could just say, oh, they're a Trump supporter and they're a terrorist. I heard they're racist. I heard they're white supremacist. You could just say the same thing. I mean, they're coming for you. It's equal warfare. You know what I'm saying? And they very often will just piss their pants and run crying away. So that's another option. The big thing is like, do not contribute to these companies anymore. Don't visit Twitter. Don't visit Facebook if you can. Just try to stay away from companies that are literally limiting free speech, because here's the thing, is that even if it doesn't affect you yet, because you don't have a blog, you're not public, you didn't go to the DC rally, you think that you're safe. You're not safe. Guy, you're not safe. If you've ever watched Trump videos, if you've ever donated to Trump, if you're not a lunatic liberal, see, because their ultimate goal is to have control over you. That's their ultimate fucking goal, is they want to have some level of control over your life, to shame you and then make you submit. That's what communism is, dude. These people live in fear in communist countries unless they, you know, they're patriotic fucking Americans. I was watching a documentary on the Ukraine uprising against Russia. They took back their country. The Ukrainian men took back their country. That's what they did. So it's absolutely possible that can happen. It's absolutely fucking possible. But the more aggressive that you get, the more aggressive that we get on fighting back against this, the better shot we're going to have. We've got to take the legs out financially from these companies. I mean, think about it. If they take a huge hit, they can't pay these gay liberals that work for them anymore. So they're out of a job. Great, fuck them. If they can't pay for their ads, if they can't, if you just take some of that financial power away from them, that's a great thing. And then you put it back into the hands of some small businesses, and also it'll build up an infrastructure. So you have ISPs that'll be built. You have servers that will host that cannot be corrupted. They're going to remember this, and they at least have a better chance of not being corrupted. Or start your own thing. Build your own servers. I don't know what you would do for power, but surely there's ways to get power that don't involve the grid. There's solar, there's wind, there's hydro, there's free energy. There's a whole bunch of technologies out there that have nothing to do with this fucking grid. So believe in American ingenuity and entrepreneurship, and realize there can be parallel economies, but we should start now. We should not be waiting for any more of this. Frankly, we should have started a long time ago. But decentralization of the economy, where it's not just like these few big businesses that desperately need to be broken up. And if you ask me, a shot in the back of the fucking head. If it's not those, if we split that up, that money will go, that power will go to, small businesses that run things that can be less corrupted. Decentralization. That's why I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, by the way, is because every centralized coin they ever launched, Ripple, is a great example of this. This is one that was super, super popular. It was centralized, meaning 60% of the coins were owned by the people within the business. So whenever that happens, what usually happens is they hype the stock, they hype the price of the coin up, and then if the people who own the majority of the coins decide at any point they just want to sell off the coins, and they have insider knowledge because they work there, they just sell it off, and then they get rich because they got hyped and the price of it went up, and then they sell it off at the peak, and then everyone else gets fucked. So that's why you don't want to have things to be centralized. It's best if the power is distributed. If you have the power, I have the power, we all have the power, then we can have a respectful communication about what's best for the world and the economy. When you have these big tech overlords, man, it is so fucked up what they're doing. I mean, they're just like in this small little elite bubble, and they're the ones that are just literally sucking the life out of everyone and just giving you a little soma like in 1984, so that you'll be passive and you won't do anything. But you have to do something. Just again, it's history is repeating itself, where you have people that quite literally are your overlords, and you have the majority of Americans in the world that are just not speaking out. They're not doing anything. They just think it's gonna just somehow be okay. I think that's a huge mistake. I think that's a huge, huge, huge mistake. Our government is fucking us in the ass every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Brutally. It is just terrible what they're doing to us. And you're just getting used to it. You have like Stockholm syndrome about it. You're like, oh, well, the government will take care of it. No, I'm pretty sure they've proven that they actually hate you and me. They hate us. So they're not. So I recommend that you start with some economy stuff. Get off of these platforms. Get away from big tech. Never buy an Apple product again. Never buy a Google product again. Never support any of these businesses that are against free speech, that would deplatform, that would engage in communism. I mean, it is the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life, dude. So, those are some ways that you can do this. Now, by the way, got a plug for my product. If you've ever liked my stuff, please consider checking out my coaching or my product. Because again, big tech absolutely going to take my shit down at some point. You know, I've got a Trump thing right there. Look, he's a great president, okay? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's what America's about. You don't like it, you're going to take it down because I support Trump. You know, I would love to see you say that to me one-on-one. You won't, though, because you're a fag. That's what leftists are. They're little... People from Phoenix, they're called Phoenicians, actually. You're just like, okay, fag. And they're like, I'm going to go tell the police. Like, you weren't like, against the police last month. Like, you can't say that to me. Just fucking deck him, dude. Just die. It'd be great. Just fucking, woo! Throw him right off a cliff. Watch your head explode. God, I hate you fags. I hate you people so fucking much. Can't wait. Can't wait till we have our own fucking platform where I can just speak freely. And goddamn, if I ever hear anyone say anything like that to me, I'm just gonna be like, let's just go outside. Let's just go outside and handle it right now. Without your little phone, without any help. Let's see what you say. Can't fucking wait for that day. So, that's it. Get off this shit. Fuck the left forever. I mean, never forget this shit, dude. Seriously. And just realize that we can win. There's a lot more of us than there are them. So, don't worry about it. This is the first step forward of us taking personal responsibility for this shit. We should have done this a long, long time ago. We need to make our own platforms. We need to have our own ISP. We need to have our own energy sources and be totally independent of this crazy system. Our own defense, our own everything, our own food. You can't rely on these people. They're awful fucking people, okay? That's it. That's the bottom fucking line. Talk to you guys later.